The gold medal of mental gymnastics to defend Donald J. Trump today goes to one Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly 100% scored a 10 from the Russian judge. Guys, whoops. How do I do it? There we go. All right. Here you guys go. I don't know if you guys saw this. This is insane. Absolutely mind-blowing. If this doesn't, like, make MAGA just absolutely revolt, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know how far lower, how much lower that bar can go. I tell people if you like to look at Republican content from people that are actually, like, speaking out on, like, how crazy all this Trump stuff is, like, that we're legit Donald Trump supporters. He's not a guy you're going to agree with. I'm not telling you that this is a dude that you're going to agree with his opinion. Actually, you'll probably agree with his opinion on Palestine. You'll probably agree with his opinion on Trump. You ain't going to agree with him on his opinions on transgenders, LGBT, or anything else. But there's a man, his name is Heavy Duty Country. And as I was getting on the show, I actually saw that he had actually went over this video as well. In a very weird, surreal way, a guy who is very transphobic, a super Christian, very Republican, is covering the exact same story with, I didn't watch his video, but I can pretty much guarantee that he's going to be saying the same shit I am. This is insane. But if you guys want to get a look at what people on the right that aren't completely insane are saying about this happening right now, you can go check out Heavy Duty Country. You can tell him I sent you even, because if he wants to make a, I don't know, a beef video or something. That's what they do on the YouTubes, right? They make beef videos. It's like Biggie versus Tupac. Megyn Kelly bemoans Epstein email leak is a self-inflicted wound. Why didn't Trump just release these? I don't know, Megyn. That's crazy. That's a solid question. Megyn Kelly really wishes Donald Trump would have just released the recent Jeffrey Epstein emails leak himself. On Wednesday's episode of The Megyn Kelly Show, the host bemoaned the release of new emails from Jeffrey Epstein to associate Ghislaine Maxwell and author Michael Wolff, which claimed that Donald Trump knew about Epstein's conduct, including about the girls. The emails were released Wednesday by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee. Kelly said Democrats will make a ton of hay over these new leaks. So we're going to actually just watch the video over.
The Epstein documents have been subpoenaed by the House Oversight Committee.
That's what she said.
And this is basically kind of a middle finger to, Trump and Pam Bondi, who didn't want anything more released, but there was enough Republican and Democrat pushback that they did issue subpoenas on the Epstein estate and on the DOJ as well. But most of the documents that we're talking about today have come from the Epstein estate, some 33,000 of them. And the Democrats are now salivating over the latest releases. And I'll read what they say, but my overall take on this, Batya, is why didn't Trump just release these? Just release them. Just release them, right?
Why wouldn't Trump release them? I don't know, guys. That's weird. Do you guys know? Do you guys know why Trump wouldn't release these Epstein files? It seems weird, doesn't it? It's really strange. You would think at this point he would want to, after running on getting elected, to release the Epstein files. Man, I just can't figure out why wouldn't he want to release those Epstein files, guys? Can you guys tell me?
Like, now he's in the position of being, like, singled out as the only one, allegedly, as opposed to one of a slew of names. The Democrats, of course, are going to make a ton of hay over.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If what she's saying is correct, that if Donald Trump would have just released these files himself, he would have saved himself a headache. Why is no one talking about Clinton? Why is no one talking about Democrats? The other day when I read one of them, yesterday I read one of them and I was like, who is Barack? I know it's not Barack Obama because he doesn't like Barack, and also his name was spelled differently. Oh, that turns out that was Trump's Turkish ambassador who literally sent an email to Jeffrey Epstein saying, show me a picture of you with the child, make me happy. That was Trump's Turkish ambassador, and his name is Barack. Yeah. I wonder why Trump wouldn't just want to release those. And I wonder why Republicans aren't having a field day with this. And the only thing that they're really saying about this whole Epstein email release was it was Virginia Giuffre that she said that, like he was a good guy. That one where he was there with her for hours in Epstein's house that he said he's never been in. Yeah, that's why he didn't release them, because it literally none of this is good for him. Not a single bit. And by the way, the Republicans dumped the 20+ thousand emails that day. That wasn't the Democrats. The Democrats released 3 or 4 or 5 of them. And then the other ones that all these people that are going through right now and finding all this shit. And I haven't looked at this, and I'm not sure that I believe this because I've been side-eyeing Bill Clinton this entire time. Look, side-eye for Bill Clinton is appropriate, okay? That man did things with a cigar with a woman that I have never thought about, okay? His sexual deviancy might be above the level that I'm willing to reach, and when I hear that he might have done some stuff that's inappropriate, I do side-eye Bill Clinton. But I did just see a story not long ago that said emails from Jeffrey Epstein confirm that Bill Clinton did not ever go to his island. That would be real awkward for the Republicans. If even the main dude, the one guy that they're like, this motherfucker definitely did it too. Boy, that would be real awkward if that guy turned out to not have done that. And the only person that has ever occupied the White House that did indeed do that was their guy. Boy, that would be awkward.
Right. And I don't know that there's any there whatsoever, but I can see
that
they sound bad. They don't sound good. If I were a Democrat, I could easily make some hay with these, which they will. They won't be doing fair and balanced reporting on these over on MS or CNN, et cetera. Right. So it's like, to me, this is a self-inflicted wound by.
Okay. So that's not even the best part. So let's get to the part that absolutely blew my mind. You guys ready for this one? During this same interview, Megyn Kelly said, I know somebody very close to this case, Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. Let's hear it from her.
For Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls.
That's gold level mental gymnastics. He wasn't a pedo. He liked underage women. Like, this is some shit. When I first got on YouTube, I was doing red pill, debating, not me doing red pill. I was debating red pill guys, right? And one of the people said something about people on the left defending maps. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I learned what NAMBLA was, and I learned what maps was, and I'm not okay. And he said, do you defend maps? I said, I don't know what that is. And he said, well, it's adults that are they find minors attractive. I was like, no, that's pedophiles. That's pedophiles. Like, no, that's not my style, dog. You don't get to say, and I don't care whose feelings this hurts. I don't care if they're on the left. I don't care if they're on the right. I don't care if they're on the fucking moon. You don't get, people, I have a 15-year-old daughter. And if I ever saw a 30-year-old man trying to hit on my 15-year-old daughter, I would mop the fucking parking lot with their face. Like, that's not even a question. Like, you better hope somebody big enough is around to pull me off you. That's where I stand on that. To sit here and say that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a pedo because there's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old, The amount of depravity in that one statement, I cannot put into words. If you are a Trump supporter and you say to yourself, that right there, that's acceptable, you are gone. Your brain is done. There's nothing left to say. You're not savable. So I saw that and I was like, man, that is insane. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and check out that video on the screen now.